actually wanted to give you a little desk tour now that I got a new MacBook, but first I actually have to go to a few stores so that I can pick up some more things for my desk to kind of upgrade it a little bit. I definitely want to go to IKEA, but we'll maybe just go to a mall as well later. Sorry, I'm really sorry. And after everything, we'll actually also talk about my experience after a few hours of using MacBook as a lifetime Windows user. As a lifetime Windows user, because I've always had Windows laptops. It was a default thing for me. So if you're thinking about the switch, it could be helpful for you. I already noticed a lot of things that are really different, but the adjustment is actually way easier than I thought it would be. But first thing I have to actually do is to go to my laser scar removal appointment. I have a scar right here after a bike accident a few months ago, and it's not that visible on the camera, but it's there, it's visible face to face. So let's just go, and then later I'll come back, pick my fiance, and we'll go to IKEA and all those other stores and everything. I'm right after my laser appointment. This is the vibe for today. Yeah, I'm gonna just go back home now, take my fiance, and we're gonna go to IKEA. So let's go. Actually next day again. We went back home around 10 p.m. yesterday, so I thought that I'm going to just do the desk tour and everything today. Let me show you what I bought. First on IKEA stuff, I bought this beautiful vase. It's the cutest. I also bought some fox flowers. They seem really nicely made and they were super cheap. And I also bought just default vanilla IKEA candle. It's not the most aesthetic, but the smell is great. That was actually all from IKEA for my office, but we bought so many things for the kitchen, for the bathroom. But that's another story. Okay, on to the things I bought in some other stores. I bought this beautiful vase. This is an absolute perfection. It fits the vibe so well. The candles. We have this candle, which is eucalyptus and mint candle. It's actually really cute. It's giving spa vibes. I don't know if I'm going for spa vibes in my office, but it's better than no vibes. So I also have this beautiful candle. It has all those ribs and also a golden coating here. The smell is black orchid and lily. I bought this for my pens, pencils, everything. It actually is okay, it's cute, but it's definitely the most boring thing so far. But I need it, it's practical for sure. I have to look for my pens in my drawer and there's mess there, and I just need one spot that I can just grab pens from. And I got this beautiful plant. It's kind of like a palm type plant. My cat loves to eat those. So I don't really think it's going to live that long, but at least it's beautiful and it's not toxic to cats, so that's also nice. Even if he eats it, he'll be fine. We're going to replace this dead plant with this one. Okay, so let's just start getting my desk area clean and let's just redecorate everything. Here's a little breakdown how it all is structured right now. We have this little charging point. We have the pins right here. Here we have those cutest sticky notes. That's the IKEA candle right here. This is another charging station. I already had it before. It's super cool to have everything just here. Here we have the mouse, the keyboard. It's a little gray for some reason. I thought it's going to be white, but this is fine actually. It doesn't look bad. Here is the laptop stand and also the MacBook. So this is what the actual desk looks like. And here, I also consider this part of my kind of office area because it's like right next to me. I don't know if this is not too much. It seems like it's a lot of things, but I don't know. Maybe I want to be a maximalist now. Why not? Here we have the calendar. This is the gua sha I already had. This is the stone I brought from Cyprus. And this is actually very nice. I actually bought it at the flea market in Italy and then painted it white. It's a super cool thing. I love it. Here we have the plants. Those were already there. They're alive. This is great. This is the new plant. Here we have this beautiful ribbed candle. My favorite vase ever. Here there are some flowers. I thought that maybe I could put them here, but I don't know. It just didn't felt the same. So they will be in that vase until I decide that it's just too much, and then I get rid of the vase, the white one, and put them here. Here there's my mirror that was already there before. I have some jewelry. I was actually keeping the stones on it, but I decided maybe I should actually keep a jewelry on it. It looks a bit nicer. Here's my Palo Santo that I haven't been burning too much, but it looks nice. There's another candle and my beautiful neon. Yeah, so that would be actually everything. We're done with organizing, and I wanted to mention just a few things I noticed after using MacBook for a few hours as a lifetime Windows user. So maybe it will be helpful for some of you who are also using Windows and are thinking about a switch. The first thing I noticed is that, at least for now, at the beginning, battery lasts literally forever. I was using the MacBook for probably around 3-4 hours and I have 86% battery left. I guess, yeah, 86. So it's really crazy. It probably can go up to like 10 or more. I know the laptops are different. Like Windows, it's not like a brand of laptops. We have many different brands. But for me, my experience was that my previous laptops were maximum 7 hours at the very beginning, 6-7 hours. And here I see that it can probably be double that or even more. So battery looks really promising. I got a MacBook Air, a Macbook M Air, and as it's fanless, then it's quite obvious that it's very silent. But it was actually a big change for me because my previous Windows laptops were really loud. Again, I know not all Windows laptops have this issue, but I think many do. Yeah, when we're just performing some heavier, more complex tasks on the computer, it just starts going really loud. Yeah, especially when you're like editing a video and you're just trying to hear the dialogue and everything in it, and you're just hearing a fan. It's not great. That's not what we're going for, so that is looking way better. The next thing, I knew it's going to be light, but I didn't expect that it's going to be that slim, light, and it can literally be like carried the same way iPad can be. It's such a big difference for me because most of my previous laptops were really heavy and it wasn't easy for me to grab it and just go to a coffee shop or to a library. I was kind of stuck at home for most of the time. When I had to take it, it was like the whole thing. I had to actually take a bigger bag that was very heavy. So this is so great. It has a downside though. I noticed that it wobbles a bit. It's basically so light and slim that when the area, like the desk that you're working on, is not perfectly even, it will wobble a bit, which can be annoying. So I don't know what to tell you. Like this is a thing I noticed, and I actually read about it a bit online, and I noticed that a lot of people are complaining about this issue. Some of them were getting replacements, and the next laptop was even worse. If your wobbles really badly on each surface, no matter what, then definitely go get it fixed, checked. But from what I read, it's just an issue like that is very broad. Yes, so the fact that it's slim and light, it's not always a positive thing. It can also be a downside, as I said, and it's worth remembering about that if you're considering this particular laptop. Another positive thing is that it runs really smoothly. I have 16 gigabytes RAM, so maybe this is the reason. I don't know how 8 gigabytes RAM works, but I also read the reviews that it's actually very nice in terms of smoothness. The next aspect is something that we probably all know, but it feels so good to use this system. The UI feels so intentional. Everything is where it's supposed to be. Everything makes sense. It's just the whole experience. And in Windows, you actually can customize a lot, but you actually sometimes have to work a bit. You have to organize everything. Now to the more of a downside. Definitely, I already noticed that there's way less programs that are available for free. So definitely be prepared for paying for some programs. Of course, you can still find programs that are open source and are free, but it just seems like there's way less of them. So that's definitely something worth mentioning. And actually, one thing about the programs, before buying a MacBook, check if the programs that you are using and you wanna continue using these specific programs are available for Mac, because not all of them are, so it's really important to check. Yeah, so that would be a pretty big waste of money to buy a new MacBook laptop just in order to use your old laptop, because you can't really use the programs available in Windows. So the next thing I noticed is not really a downside, but it's quite an interesting observation for me. It feels like Mac OS is kind of the opposite of Windows in some areas. For example, if you want to close a tab or close the whole window of an application, you have to go to another corner to do that, which is just something that was not intuitive for me. I definitely will adjust to this after some time, but it's definitely noticeable if you are coming from Windows. Also, if you are using a mouse with your laptop and you're just trying to scroll using that button in the middle, it actually scrolls in the other direction than it would in Windows. You can turn it off. I will actually show you here that exact setting that you can set to have it like it is in Windows. If it's bothering you, I did this because it wasn't something that came to me naturally. Maybe it makes more sense, but I was just very used to it, so I switched this off. The keyboard is obviously quite different. You have the command button and you use it often instead of the control button. And it feels like it's going to be a big adjustment. But actually after those few hours, it already felt kind of natural to use the keyboard in that different way. So definitely don't worry about this. It's something you can totally get used to and it shouldn't stop you from buying a MacBook. It's actually quite easy to get your fingers used to those new placements. The next thing is actually something that you probably will know before purchasing if you are checking how the laptop that you're purchasing looks like. But M1 MacBook Air has just 2 USB-C ports and 1 mini jack port, which is not a lot, especially that one of these ports, USB-C ports, will be taken by the charger. That's not a lot, it's definitely an adjustment, so definitely consider buying a Bluetooth mouse or keyboard if you're planning to use those, so that you have less ports occupied. I also bought this type of adapter that I can use to just plug classic USB, for example my microphone or any flash drives. The ones I have are all in USB, so this is definitely a helpful thing to have. If you are plugging a lot of things into your laptop, then it may be an issue. I know that Pro MacBooks have more ports. So if you are thinking like you have a problem with that, definitely go check other MacBooks. And another thing, the colors are so vivid. It's definitely true what they say about Apple monitors, screens. It's perfect for graphic design, I suppose. Also for video editing, I'm really excited and I can't wait to actually start editing there. You also can really customize how the colors are appearing on the screen. Those settings don't really say a lot to me, but if you're a graphic designer, you'll definitely find this function useful so that you can have those perfect color in your designs. Okay, so that would be actually it for today. I really hope you enjoyed the video, you got some inspiration out of it, and it was informative for you as well. See you guys in the next one. Bye.